Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to episode 59, Emotional Nourishment. I recently got home from a trip to Japan with 8 of my most beloveds. My husband, his brother, and our 6 kids. Everything about Japan is beautiful. Everything. The streets, the buildings, the culture, the people. So we're in Kyoto, and we have a tea ceremony experience appointment. Of course we're late because getting 9 people from one place to the next on public transit is never as quick as you might hope. So we are running uphill to find this tea house. We're about 3 minutes late. As we arrive, breathing hard, the sweet woman asks, "Did you run to keep your appointment?" Yes, we did. "Thank you," she says, instead of telling us we should have planned better or run faster. She takes our coats. After all 9 of us are sitting on the tatami mats, cross-legged, our host, who studied the art of tea making for years, tells us to embrace this tea ceremony with our 5 senses. And then she says, "Clear your mind, like baby." Our tea master sets to work, makes tea, dances with her hands, with precise movements, methodical, beautiful movements. I'm full of awe for tradition and ritual and Japanese culture. I'm captivated by the idea of generations of people experiencing exactly what we're experiencing right now. We all sit mesmerized, quiet and still, which is quite a feat for this loud and rowdy group. We're a tall family, so our knees hit each other's knees in a kind of uncomfortably squishy way, yet we sit transfixed in this experience. We listen to the swish of stirring, the whoosh of water pouring. She shows us how to make our own barley tea, and although I've never loved mugi cha, this frothy cha tastes better somehow. At the end of our 45-minute experience, we leave, quiet, refreshed. My daughter Naomi turns to me, a wide smile on her face. I feel emotionally nourished. Yes. That's the perfect way to describe this feeling, this experience, this feeling of body and soul wholeness. So what exactly is emotional nourishment? Emotional nourishment involves giving our emotions the same care we'd give our physical health. For physical health, we need enough sleep, healthy food, and movement. Similarly, we need to take care of our emotional selves. So here are some ways to feel emotionally nourished. Number 1, clear mind, like baby. In our tea ceremony experience, we were told to leave our troubles at the door and clear our minds. When I did this and allowed the new experience to wash over me, I felt an overwhelming peace and calm. Allowing our minds to let go of the hard things is not easy, but it's definitely helpful. Number 2, pay attention to your 5 senses. Slowly taking note of all 5 senses in the tea ceremony reminded me of how rarely I slow down in my normal life to take note of my senses. The sounds of water whooshing and whisking makes a tea ceremony quite meditative. Touching the hot bowl, seeing and smelling and tasting the tea. All of it made the entire experience more meaningful and more emotionally nourishing. We can do this as we eat or as we experience almost anything in our lives if we are willing to slow down and pay attention. Number 3, appreciate beauty. One of the things I loved about the tea ceremony was how our host reminded us to look at the art on our tea bowls, respecting the art by placing the bowl where we could see the art and drinking from an area of the bowl where there was no art. How often do I appreciate the beauty of the mug I'm using? Not often, almost never. This was an essential reminder to me, not only to appreciate the beauty of what is right in front of me, but also to notice the beauty of things I see every day, like paintings on the walls of my home, or the way the sunlight filters through the windows, or the beauty of the people in my house. Number 4, Spend time in nature. There's nothing better than a walk outside where we notice and pay attention to trees, flowers, birds. In Japan, a majestic black, white, and red crane flew right across my path. It took my breath away, not only because I've not seen a crane in person for years, but oh my goodness, it was so lovely. Spending time in unique nature settings makes it easy to feel emotionally nourished. The newness of the experiences makes it happen. Cherry blossoms in Japan, so incredible, right? But we can also do this in our own backyards with nature we've grown accustomed to. All nature brings us closer to who we are and nourishes us. Number 5, take time alone. We need time alone to even understand what we're feeling or needing emotionally. Which leads me to number 6, make time to think. Again, it's hard to think when we're surrounded by other people. So make time to be alone and to think. Maybe to journal about what you're thinking and feeling, which is number 7, make time to feel. Most of the things we've talked about today have been different ways to meditate or practice mindfulness. Part of emotionally nourishing ourselves is making time to feel and allowing ourselves to feel without judgment. Give yourself space to feel all the things. Give yourself permission and grace to feel. Perhaps allow yourself to think things like, it's normal to feel this way. It makes sense I would feel this right now. It's okay to feel this right now in this moment and in future moments too. And then, when you're ready, leave your troubles in a box that you can address later and allow yourself to feel the peace that being fully present brings you. So, as you go about your day, take time for emotional nourishment. Stop, smell the roses or the cherry blossoms as the case may be. Taste the mugi cha while appreciating the artistry of the mug you're drinking it from. Listen to your heart. Let your soul lead you. Fully embrace the experience of being you in this moment. And that is emotional nourishment. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstineCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.